Hello, let's see how we can do this simple TV monitor animation. So this is how it looks. Let me stop this. I'm gonna go ahead and clear the animation and then redo the animation to see how it was done. Okay. So I have a frame, right? Just a basic frame. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different planes. Let me go to the frame. This one, it's just the back face that I forgot to delete, apparently. So I have logo 0, logo 1, logo 2, logo 3, logo 4. You don't see them because they're not sitting in the same spot. So basically, this is what we're gonna do. So let's click on logo 0. Let's do that from the beginning. I'm gonna move everything to 0. 0, 0, and 0. Okay. Now you notice some things in here, rotations and everything. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apply all transforms to all of them, just to make sure there's no funny things on animation. Okay, apply all transforms and apply all transforms. Okay, so it makes sense. I have the frame and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just basically a plain picture to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all sitting in the same spot. Right? They're all at 0. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep logo 0 to 0. And then I'm gonna move everything in Y 0.02. Right? So that's basically whatever view you have. In my case, it's Y and it's plus. If I will go this way, it will be minus, but it's plus. So everything else is going to go 0.02, is going to move in the back. 0.02 and 0.02. So now I have logo 0 sitting at 0. And everything else, it's going to be 0.02 in the back. So basically that's what we're doing. We're bringing one by one to the front and the one in the front to the back. That's the only animation that I'm going to do. Okay? So, going to timeline, right? So I'm already on a timeline. I set the timeline from 1 to 500. So every 100, every time I hit 100, so 100, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is going to be a change. Now if you want the animation faster, then you lower the end point of the timeline. Alright, so everything is going to start from 1, right? Starting 1 ends at 500. So what happens here, logo 0, it's going to stay here, right? So I'm going to click I on the keyboard and I'm going to say location. I'm going to move this to 99 because I want to stay there. I want this logo 0 to stay there. I'm going to click I, hit I on the keyboard, location, and then move the cursor to 100, and this is where logo 0 which is at 0 right now, it's going to move at 0.02. So this point is going to move in the back, right? I location. So now I'm going to move all the way to 500 because it's going to stay there, and then hit I again, location. So it's going to stay in the back all the way to 500. So 0 and 100, it goes in the back. Now you see the lines over there because everything else is there, right? So now I'm going to click on logo 1. It's already at 02, right? And that's what I want. I'm going to leave it there. I location. I'm going to do it all the way to 99. I location. And then 100 at 100. I'm going to move it up because this one it's in 002 is behind. So at 100, I'm going to say you move up front, right? I location. And I'm going to keep you there until 199. Oops. Move this one back. 199. I location. And then at 200, right? It's going to go back to 0.02. I location. And it's going to stay there until 500. I location. So the same thing I'm going to do for logo 2. The only difference, logo 2, it's in the back already. I location. I'm going to go all the way to, so we have 0 to 100, 100 to 2, to 199, right? I location. And then at 200, it's going to move up front. I location. It's going to stay there until 299. I location. And at 300, it's going to move back to 0.02. I location, and it's going to stay there until 500. I location. So let's see what we did so far. We got delta, the wing, the back. Okay, we got this image, and then we have this image. Okay. All right, so we are at 300, right? So I'm going to go to logo 3. Again, 1, I, location. I'm going to go all the way to 299. Oops, sorry. It's going to stay there. I, location. And then at 300, it's going to come up front, 0. I, location. It's going to stay there until 399. I, location. And at 400, it's going to move back to 0.02. I, location. And it's going to stay there until 500. I, location. And the last one, 04. Again, I'm going to move this to 1. I, location. All the way to 399. I, location. At 400. I'm going to move it up front. I, location. And it's going to stay there until 5. I, location. Alright, let's see what we did. We got 1 image, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's just going to go back to 0 and repeat all over and over and over. And that's it. That's just a plain animation. I'm just playing with the mashers. Bring them up and back, up and back, one by one. So really quick, now if you have just one place where you want to have this animation, you can create like a regular object and place it in package or whatever, model lib, right, and add it here and put the animation in there. But if you want to have different images, right, this is delta, right, I did a delta, but let's say if you want have another monitor like I have at Detroit, playing some commercials, for American Airlines or other airlines like Southwest, right? So then I recommend you to create a sim object. Like this, you create landmarks, sim object, I create a folder, I put the model under model. So I got the models. Now, I have some LODs in there. I create the XML file. I'm gonna go a little bit through this. So you're gonna have the model, the XML file, which it looks like this. The XML file is gonna have to have these animations in there, and I'll go through it. I'm not done, in Blender. I'm gonna show you. The name of the animation has to match, obviously. GUID. Not for a GUID, you go online. There's a online GUID. GUIDgenerator.com, I think. Yep, GUIDgeneration.com, and then generate the GUID. You copy it. Each animation, which in this case we have 5, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, has to have a different GUID, right? Type standard, type parametric, autoplay, right? And then these are the LODs, and that's how XML file should look. Now, when you export the object with XML file, you're just gonna have model lib, the LODs, and then it closes. So before you close that, you just add this animation tag, and that's it. All right, so that's the XML file. Also inside, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but I'm gonna show you. You have to have a model.cfg file, and then it's gonna have to have this text normal equal the name of the object, which in my case it's EDWDV monitor, right? And then XML. So this actually is the XML name, which it's the same. I always keep them the same, right? So that's the CFG where you have the bin and GLTF files. Then we go back, and then you have the main textures. Now all the textures they have, right? You see logo 0, 1, 2, 3. I keep them the same name, so I don't get confused and have 100 of names, right? All this, they have the same size, same texture. Well, not same texture, but same quality or size. That's what I meant. Same size, right? This is 1920. 1920 by 1080. Okay. Then as a sim object, like I said, you can have different textures. So you see I have a textures.aa, which is American Airlines. Now I have 5 again, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, the names are the same. They're in a different folder, which is texture.aa. And then inside you have the texture CFG, which if I open, you're gonna have to have this text in there. Fallback.1 equal /for texture. So it's gonna go back, right? Fallback 1 to texture, and then it's gonna, instead of creating these textures to the monitor, it's gonna add these textures which have the same name, logo 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the same process for all this texture. This is Southwest, this is Spirit, and this is United. So all these monitors are throughout the airport where the Spirit is, where the United is that. So it's the same model, it's just playing a different, same model, same animation, playing different textures. Now inside this folder you have to have this sim.cfg. This is where you tell the simulator what textures and where to look for these things. So this is the main thing. When you have this, if you copy from the samples, you have flight sim.0 title. This is the main monitor, right, that I have, and then model equal texture equal. Now once you have that, you can copy and paste right here. Just make sure flight sim.0 starts with 0 and then it goes one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And then as a title, you're gonna have to have a different name. You can use monitor key. Well, in this case is KTDW TV monitor. The next text, the next object is gonna be, I call it as, right, AA, American Airlines. So AA, and then under textures I put AA because I want to read the textures from this folder, which is texture.aa. And then next one, Southwest, and then again textures from the Southwest folder, and this one from Spirit, and this one from United. Now once you compile everything and then you reload everything in SDK, you're gonna see all these monitors. They're gonna come. You're gonna see them on the list with these names. This is gonna be your main monitor, and then this one AA, Southwest, Spirit, and United. And that's how you select the monitor. And that's about it. Now, before I finish this, what you need to go to do is we need to push down this animation. So we're gonna go to top sheet, right? You name the animation. Now you can name it whatever you want here, it doesn't matter. I always name it the same, and then you push down like logo 0 and then logo 1. So usually they put it does put the action under. I don't like that, so I delete it. Logo 1, push down. Logo 2, I just delete this action, right? Push down. Logo 3, push down, and then logo 4, push down. Now if we go to non-linear, we have the animation here. Now this is very important. See where it says NLA track? Whatever name you have here, the XML has to have the name. But again, I keep them very simple. Logo 0, I just name them the same. And like this, I know I can miss something. 2, so 0, 1, 2, logo 3, and logo 4. And that's it. So that's the animation done. Obviously you export it, then you compile everything, and it should be right there. Alright, happy flying.